Welcome! This video demonstrates two ways to set initial conditions in QSPICE.
Look under Command Reference in QSPICE Help for the schematic level initial conditions syntax.
Here are examples of schematic level initial conditions. First, inductor current. Second, node voltage used for capacitor initial conditions. For a first-order RL circuit, we can set an initial inductor current on the inductor component itself. First, make the symbol properties visible. Selecting the inductor, we see the inductance attribute in symbol properties, 10 microhenries. To set the initial condition inductor current, right-click on the inductor, select Add New Attribute. Notice the dashed red line connecting this statement directly to the inductor. Place the text on the schematic, double-click, and type in IC equals 50 M for 50 milliamps. Then return. We can see the second attribute appear in symbol properties. View the netlist. We see the initial condition in the inductor component line in the netlist. Run the simulation. We see the natural response decaying inductor current that we expect.
For more technical background and insight on natural response, for both RL and RC circuits, please see this book, First and Second Order Circuits and Equations.
Moving to the second way to set initial conditions, click on the first initial condition statement and delete it. The second way is to set the initial condition inductor current at the schematic level. We want to use the Place Text Spice directive command, accessible by right-click. But let's use the hotkey. Click in the schematic, click T, click to place the text on the schematic. Notice no dashed red line here. Double-click over the question mark and type in .IC, I of L1 equals 50 M. Drag left mouse button to move the command to where you want it. View the netlist. We see the schematic level initial condition on its own line in the netlist. Run the simulation. We see again the same correct natural response decaying inductor current.
Next, we'll look at how to set initial conditions on an RC circuit in two different ways.
We can set the capacitor initial condition voltage as an attribute of the capacitor component. First, let's show the node voltage using Ctrl-right-click. Select Label. Right-click on the capacitor and select Add New Attribute. Type in IC equals 1 for 1 volt. View the netlist. We see the IC equals 1 on the capacitor line in the netlist. Run the simulation. We see the decaying capacitor natural response voltage that we expect. For the second way to set the capacitor initial condition, first delete the initial condition attribute from the capacitor component. Notice how it's immediately removed from the netlist. At the schematic level, we can use the place text SPICE directive command, hotkey T, to set the node voltage in QSPICE. Place the statement, double-click and type in .IC V of N01 equals 1. Then return. We can see in the netlist the initial condition statement on a separate line. Run the simulation. We get the same natural response result that we expect. For the final quiz, which of these 4 schematics have a component level initial condition? Which ones have a schematic level initial condition? How can you tell this?
Thank you for watching and learning with us.